Hello my little darlings and welcome back to Move Mass.
Yes, indeed.
I am really off the charts today. Today we are gonna pack down my beauty studio. Yes, indeed. Or at least I will sort everything and I will put it in the appropriate boxes I have here. You know, those little chests. And then I'm gonna clean my brushes with you. That is not a brush, that is a brush. Because those are also gonna go down into a little box. And while I am doing this, I will actually, you know, clean out some makeup with you, my darlings. So I will plop you right there, hoping it works. Yes, indeed. I have already started, you know, to clean out some makeup while you weren't around, my darlings. So I will throw this color correcting palette away. It's starting to dry out. It is over 12 months since I bought it. I do believe it's like 18 months or something, and it's not good anymore. It just crusty as shit. I have also, you know, this foundation right here, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Is not my color, it's too dry, I hate it. This concealer, Pro Conceal High Definition from LA Girl, it's just not my color anymore. Let me just apply some of that to see if it's actually bad or if it's just me who is, you know, nitpicky with my makeup. Now, let's see why I actually did sort this out. It looks really crusty. I have also thrown out this Cubis London Light Reflecting Concealer. It's also too crusty. I have thrown out this NYX Stay Matte but not flat because the color is wrong. It's completely wrong. I also thrown out this Cyan Waterproof Mascara because it sucks. I have thrown out this Get Gorgeous highlighter because it doesn't highlight for shit. This brow pen because it sucks. And this NYX concealer because it's empty almost, and I can't, you know, get it, the last bits of it out, so I have just thrown it out. Yes, indeed. Oh my god, this is so peachy, I can die. And I have tried these liquid concealers from Cyan, the Lidl ones. They are actually good on a dewy foundation on completely bare skin. So I will actually keep those. I am gonna wet my cloth because everything is gonna get wiped down before going into their appropriate casket. So I will just check in here what's inside, and that is one blush and one dark bronze. What the hell is that? It's an eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner. But that is gonna stay because I can use that for my brows actually. So I will have it like this, and you are gonna see what I'm gonna do. And let's move this goddamn microphone out of the way. So in this box is palettes, and this is a bronzing palette. I will actually keep this one if it's okay. Well, that bronzing palette is still functioning properly, so let's keep that. Now, eyeshadow palettes will also go in this little box, and I will keep this Kylie palette because it's still usable. I will also keep this, the wet set from Kylie Cosmetics, but it's not Kylie Cosmetics, it's Kylie from China Cosmetics. That bronzer in there is really pretty. Oh my god, it's so hot in here, I can die. Contouring palette will have to stay because it's my only contouring palette, and I need to contour my face. Yes, indeed. My highlighting palette from W7, I will keep that. It's actually really pretty. It's one of the best highlighters I have, and it's very cheap, so that will stay. This goddamn huge eyeshadow palette does not fit in there, so that will go in this big box I have standing right here. But it will still get wiped down. Yes, indeed. This makeup revolution palette, it's a highlighting palette. It will also have to stay. I will actually... And here we have the wet set by Kylie. Also, it's a highlighting palette. I don't know. This was called Skinny Dip, this is the wet set. Now, let's see, what else did I used to have in here? I can't remember if I had my powders in here as well, or if I had something else. Can't remember. It's a mess in there. I mean, every product I am using at the moment is just plops right in there, and then it doesn't go back into these little... Yes, indeed. These are Kylie putty eyeshadows, and they are old. They're staining the skin as shit. I will save them both just in case, because I do like the little you know, jars they come in. They are actually really sturdy, really good, and I like them a lot, so those will stay just because they are fancy. So every loose single shadow I have goes in here as well. I only loose shadows I own are from H&M, and they are worth the price I paid for them, which were 3 for 2 euros, I do believe it were. But actually one of these shadows cost 7 euros a piece, so but I would not pay 7 euros for these ones. But I do love the packaging. They are actually really cute, you know. Now it's time for my loose pigments. They are fake, of course. So here is all my eyeshadows and palettes in general. Yes, indeed. Now it's time to move over to base products, I do believe. So right now the only things in here are some moisturizers from Rituals and 2 from Eucerin. Yes, indeed, my favorite moisturizers to use as primers. And with base products I mean, of course, foundations, primers and powders, and even single highlighters, because they do not fit in the other palette box. Yes, indeed. So I will put my foundations and concealers in here, and I do not think I need to throw away any concealers and that sort of stuff, you know. This is a liquid lip, not a concealer. This little Total Control Drop foundation from NYX is actually really good. It's the wrong color for me, but I do like it a lot. I used to mix this with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, but it just looked crusty as shit. So that, and also my baby powder. Originally it were a setting powder from H&M, but now it's just a plain old simple baby powder. Yes, indeed. Now my banana powder from WV7, my favorite banana baking powder as I have tried so far. Now it's time for powders, and these 2 are from Lidl. It's their compact pressed powders. Yes, indeed, they are really good actually. I can recommend them if you have a Lidl in your area that sells them, because they are really blurring and really good. But this NYX powder foundation thingy is just destroyed, and it's just unusable, so that will go into the trash. Cien's face primer, a really good primer that will go with me. This is the Technique anti-blemish. This is expired, so that will have to go. So now this box is packed and ready. Yes, indeed. Now it's time for my chaos box, which is every kind of lipstick and eyelash and eye pencil that you can whoopsie daisy think of. First and foremost I need to take everything out so I can organize it a little bit, because these were just hideous. I have a shitload of lipsticks, and I do not use lipsticks anymore. Oh, it smells amazing, my darlings. Yes, indeed, my darlings. Now it's just this big box left, which my big palette will go into, and in my foundation palette and that sort of stuff. But this needs a really good wiping before we can put stuff into this one. My big palette goes into the bottom of this one like that. So now those are gonna get into the dishwasher along with my ugly mirror. And this one as well. This is my color changer. That is also dirty as shit, so that will need to go into the washer. Okay, so this is my eyeshadow switcher. When I look in the bottom of that one, every eyeshadow I have used and every powder that I have cleaned out using this one is trapped in the bottom of here, and this one I will need to change this one. And don't worry, I do run the hottest cycle, so every bacterium will die, so I will not get sick. Yes, indeed. Now it's just this little guy right here that is my microphone stand, so that will have to stay. That one will need to get vacuumed tomorrow. These ones are gonna get cleaned right now. So welcome to my bathroom, darlings. Yes, indeed. So I will just show you really quickly how I clean my brushes. You know, it's not very, you know, extravagant or anything. I have this heart-shaped brush cleaner. Put it right there. A disgusting hard soap for my beauty blenders. And for my brushes I will actually use a mixture of dishwashing liquid and charcoal face wash. Yes, indeed. You might wonder what the charcoal face wash will do. It will actually help to remove any, foundation from your foundation brush more easily, because the foundation brush is one of the most, hardest things to clean out. I will actually start with the foundation brush used to show you. So I will have warm water, not hot, but a little bit hotter than lukewarm. I will wet this brush. You can see it's really discolorated. It has been used for a lot of time. Now I will squirt out some of this charcoal wash. It's not the best charcoal wash. This doesn't have as much charcoal in it as it's supposed to. There are of course different brands of charcoal washes, and the best one is the Men Expert charcoal wash. I don't know which brand it is. I totally think it's L'Oreal, one of the most expensive ones, but this one does the job also. It just takes a little bit longer, and now I just work it in as usual, and you can see from the start it really lifts that product up from the brush. It actually looks really dirty in here already. Now this brush is really old and I need to replace it because I have cleaned it so much so it loses bristles all the time when I clean it. But as you can see, the discolorations disappeared immediately. So now when we dry it off in here, you can see that it doesn't leave any residue products on this white towel. So this brush is completely clean from foundation. Yes, and this is the T-zone. I can recommend this for this. It's very cheap. Now I will wrap these washed brushes in one of those towels right here, and then I will plop them into my chest where I have my brushes. Yes, indeed. So they can dry in there, and when I need to use them, they are dry and ready to be used. Yes, indeed. And I do the same thing with every one of my brushes except my beauty blenders. Those I take a hard soap, wet the sponge as if I'm gonna use it on my face. Hot water, not burning hot water or boiling water, just warm water. It should feel hot, but it should not burn your hand. And then I use under running water. I know that is bad for the environment, but I just do like this. Let the soap soak up into the sponge. Bring it out a couple of times. Then move over to the next side. Do the same thing. Soak up water. Bring it out again. And be sure to really get every piece of residue of soap out of that beauty blender. Otherwise, when you apply foundation with it, it will cake it up, it will shrivel it up, it will turn into little sausages on the face, It is just really bad. A completely clean and fresh beauty blender. It does look as new when you do it like that. I also forgot to say, my darlings, if you are tired and you need to clean your brushes in a hurry, you just take 3 or 4 of them like this. You swirl it around in there, and those 3 brushes get cleaned at the same time. Hello and welcome to my very crowded toilet, but I do believe you are seeing this anyways. And now I will show you how I roll my brushes. I have laid them 1 bristle that way, 1 bristle that way. I have folded the towel over. Now I will put 1 brush like that, a second brush like that, and now you do it like a sushi roll. Yes, indeed. And this will dry your brushes effectively. And when you have done all of those rows, you end up with something that looks like this. It's a really neat package. You can store them anywhere there where it is a little bit hot or where it's a little bit warm and dry, and they will just dry up perfectly. So, my darlings, I did go to bed yesterday instead of showing you what I did, but I have not packed down all of my studio just yet, because I will show you everything I'm doing. Of course, it's a move mess after all. Look at this. The mirror is cleaner than my... And I will put it down in that big chest thingy. This is actually a candle holder, but I did think it was really fancy, so I decided to use it as a beauty piece instead. Yes, indeed, so gay I can die. Yes. Now I am actually just gonna vacuum that one, and then my beauty studio is done and ready for being moved. But yes, my darlings, that is actually all for this video. I have packed down my beauty studio, I have cleaned all my brushes. So thank you so much for watching this day of Movemass. I hope you liked it, of course. I know it's quite sad to see me pack down everything. In any case, I hope you want to press that like, subscribe and notification icon so you don't miss anything in the future and those coming Movemass videos and the coming videos the next year, and so we can hang out every time I upload a video. And of course you are becoming a part of the DarlingSquad and the Digazmo family as well. Yes indeed. And as always, be who you are, since nobody else can. And I see you in the next one. Bye!